Hey everybody! So one of the topics we've been discussing this week is, how do you know when it's okay to turn the next page? Or how do you know you're done reading a story? Well, I'm going to suggest to you that you're not done when you finish the words. When you finish that page, sure, you get the idea from the page. It's a dog. But you're missing a lot of the ideas, right? Just by reading it through once, you're missing those ideas. So as good readers, we reread for more understanding about the story. Let me explain. So the first thing you might notice the second time you read the story is that there are some words in there that really matter. The important ideas, the important words sometimes are bold, sometimes they've been highlighted, sometimes they're new words that we aren't really sure about, and we end up talking about them when we do our vocabulary. So usually that second time through is when you notice some important words. You also might notice what happened at the beginning, what happened kind of in the middle, and how the story ended. Those are details that you pick up maybe the second time through, or when you're looking at the pictures, or when you go back to that part that wasn't really clear. And then the last time you read it, you really are making connections to the story. You're looking and finding those comparisons between stories that you're reading now and maybe stories you read earlier. You're developing your understanding. You're really getting a much better picture than you did at first. Okay? So with that known, let's reread Amelia Earhart, Lost at Sea. Amelia Earhart was a famous airline pilot. Oh, those are adjectives. I didn't get that the first time through. The author is using adjectives to describe her. More than 85 years ago, she bravely flew across the Atlantic. She was the first woman to do this. That's probably why she's famous. When Earhart tried to become the first woman to fly around the world, this time she flew with a man named Fred Noonan. Noonan helped her with the maps and the directions. Bad weather made the last part of their trip dangerous. She and Noonan mysteriously disappeared while flying over that Pacific Ocean. So that's an important detail. I missed that at the first time when I read this through, but they had gotten really far, and every time you see a polka dot, they landed and got gas, they landed and got their picture taken, they landed and people wrote about it in the newspapers. People were watching this on television. People were listening, well, probably on the radio, right? They were like, go, Amelia, go! And then all of a sudden, in this last little part, something mysteriously happened. So that must have been kind of a sad moment. The U.S. Navy had this huge search party for the pair. They were out there for more than 2 weeks. Earhart and many fans and followers, right? Some of whom could not even believe that such a good pilot could be lost. How could they have lost? She's so good. Some thought she had been captured by the enemies of the United States. Others believed she must be alive on some island in the ocean. So here we have a bunch of different theories. Maybe she's on an island. Maybe she's been captured. I don't believe that she's lost. These people disagreed. Today, though, most people believe that Earhart and Noonan got lost and they ran out of gas. The planes back then couldn't fly very far. That's why you see lots of polka dots, because you needed to stop and get fuel over and over again. And if they ran out of gas, their plane went down over the water, and they probably died. Still, no one knows exactly what happened. So as I was reading this through, because I've done this a few times now, I was making connections. I was maybe talking a little bit about the words I read. It's the kind of reading that good readers do. Connect to the story. Reread it more than once. Look for more. You can find it. Thanks, guys.